from complete scratch.
That is not usually how you want to do your main tank. How's that?
I've gotta say,
it was not the best to start with, but
it's been
It's
rough,
improved a lot.
but it's okay.
It's actually working.
It's not been the best, but it's improving.
Oh,
Alright, is everybody in?
Yes, I apologize.
I think everybody is in. But
Yes. Are we all in?
So,
Yes.
am I expecting to rip into our main tank a lot in this video?
Maybe.
Yeah.
perhaps.
I'm
also-
probably thinking you're gonna rip into your off support as well.
All right.
Wait.
What?
Okay.
Omega?
Also, a
Wait,
question.
are we talking about me?
Yes.
No.
Do you mean main support,
Mm.
Doesn't
Now, also another question before we get started. Took a look at the roster. Do we have 3 coaches?
then?
No.
None of them have done anything.
No.
Apart from
Kinda.
Afro.
Okay.
Apart from
Apart from
Afro.
Afro. Afro's helped me with some
And me.
bodies.
Robes helped me. But...
Okay, so Afro and Ryo
I've
are
received
more
0
individual.
help.
They're more individual than team.
Leo
No
has
team
done
was.
nothing. Most of us have like individual coaches for our own play.
Yeah.
Individual coaches from what?
So, Buzz looking alien, he's Afro. He's kind of, taught me how to do my Lucio shit.
I am coached by a crazy Russian 4.6k dude who played for Kensei, which got into trials.
Okay. So
Afro's helped me as well.
we have like a bunch of individual coaches helping us with the specifics on how to play our particular role.
Yeah.
But we don't have a coach in charge of what the fuck we're doing as a team.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I love the idea for Leo, but then he just kind of...
Yeah.
He vanished. He vanished, dude. He vanished.
We were trying to do what we could individually and then throw it together as a team while someone was
We did
learning a
have
new
some
role.
team bodies where we just did them as a team.
And
And looked over stuff.
That's good that you have that stuff. For the future of this team, I highly suggest you getting either a coach that is going to be in charge of actual progression of the team, who right now decides what strategies we're using and who's playing what and what we're doing on each map and how we rotate and who's doing that.
We
All of
over the
us.
course of like 2 months, we've come with set strategies for basically each map to try and get used to each other. So we kind of like have a comp for each map and point that we know.
Okay.
The switches are sometimes a little bit inconsistent because they're not actually rock solid all the time. But for the most part, as a team, we kind of know what we switch to on each map.
Who's your IGL?
Shot caller or
Ingo me with them.
Micro
I do
or
shot caller.
macro?
What role in your main tank, right?
Yeah, I am main tank.
Your main tank. And who's a shot calling?
I
off
do.
support? Really?
Off support does shot calling.
I mean, he
Just
kind
like
of
out
does.
fight.
He does out of fight, and then in fight, I do it.
Okay. And when we have swaps, who calls that?
That would be
Most of the time, it's
It's
me
always the
that
team,
like
really.
says that I'm not really doing as much as I could. So I'm calling out like, should I swap? And then some of them reply with yes or no. That's pretty much.
So no one's in charge of it.
Yeah, it's.
Strictly speaking, no.
I would say a team effort, but yeah. No
Yeah.
one's in charge.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll call out. We need to swap this.
All right. So it sounds like, and this is my guess, when you guys do swap, it's about 3 fights late. Is that correct?
Probably,
Yeah.
Most of
Yeah.
times,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually,
Alright.
you'll see this in this VOD
Why do you think I predicted that?
because we don't have any set person to define what we're playing.
No, because we're not
Because-
the only team who has this issue.
Well,
What?
that is true. You have an issue, but the reason you have this issue is for 2 reasons. One, you don't have a coach to help tell you what you should swap to when in certain situations. So I feel like you guys don't recognize it very quickly, and 2, you don't have anyone on the team that's in charge of these swaps. Therefore, it's everyone's like, should I swap? I don't know, maybe one more. Hey, should I swap? No, I have ult. I don't know, one more. Maybe should I swap now? Okay, I guess we should swap.
Yeah, you will actually see that in this fight.
In this
Yeah,
In
you
fight.
will
this
see
one,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I
then we
think you'll
call-
notice us saying it like what for the first fight, and then we don't do it until like 3 fights after.
Yeah.
I think that's
And-
what you'll see.
I had a quick watch through this, and I start saying it, and then someone interrupts me, and then I don't finish what I'm saying.
All right, so we need to have someone that is going to be in charge of swaps, and they're going to have to be able to be very assertive when they make that decision. I'm not saying that no one
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
I'm not saying that no one can say no to that particular suggestion or to try a different suggestion, but ultimately it comes down to this particular person. So it's like, okay, we're going on this. Everyone go back to spawn, swap it out. We're going on this. And you need to do that absolutely quickly when you see a counter. In this game, Overwatch, what comp you use is more important than what ult you have. And you have to know that right now. The very, very, very few times the exception of that is if you can make a like the most impactful ults in the game. We're talking maybe Graviton, maybe keeping a support that wouldn't necessarily be optimal, but is better because he has an ult for one more fight, and then we swap the rest of our composition. Stuff like that. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And if we take multiple fights where we have the wrong comp, that's going to lead you to losing games. Simple as that. You don't have a lot of fights to give for free. And the more fights you lose gives them more ults and gives them more time and gives them a snowball effect and makes it a much, much less likely chance of you winning that map. So if you can do the proper comp one fight ahead of time on the right moment, that's going to make a huge difference. 2 fights is going to be a massive difference. Think about how important is 2 fights in a map.
Yeah,
Solid 2 minutes.
Yeah,
that's like a solid 2 minutes to.
And then think about it, like you just cap King's Row with like 30 seconds remaining, or instead of capping King's Row for 2:30 remaining. That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's one like, okay, yeah, we did it. The other one, we fucking dominated them. So be very, very aware of when you should make those swaps and why you should make them. Yes, every map should have a default comp. But making sure we have a counter to what they have and they don't have a counter to what we have is going to be more important than our default comp. How often do we scout the enemy team composition on an attack before we actually take the fucking first fight?
Practically not at all. We tried
That
it
is
once during this scrim, and that was it.
Unacceptable.
And it wasn't even on this
Absolutely unacceptable. There's
Actually, no, we did
absolutely
scout,
no
actually.
reason for... Okay, you said you
I
did
was right,
scout
actually. We did actually scout on our attack gear. We had a Hanzo and a Widow looking from top. I sonicked Hotel to see if there was a me.
So
Yeah.
when I watch this and you see you scouting, I'm going to see you make sure that you choose a comp that is going to be the best proper comp against whatever the hell they have. Is that correct?
In theory, but
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, yes.
To be honest,
But
yes.
I think
yeah.
But
we
we're,
did.
we're defending here first, I think.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about in general.
Oh right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we did. I mean,
When you're first point defense, you're basically boned. They can swap to whatever the counter is to you,
Mm.
and then you just have to pick whatever comp you feel like is the best to defend fucking everything. No one holds first point King's Row for that reason.
Yeah.
yeah, because you can put everything on King's Row.
What are you going to hold? You hold something good against Goats, you can hold something good against Pharah, you can hold something good against Double Sniper. So many different combinations you can use. There's not necessarily a composition that is good against them all. Trust me, I've tried. We all have.
Not even the Orisa staying up the top of the Diva touching point.
Ever
No.
heard of a thing called dive?
True.
and an Annonade that perfectly lands there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned.
Oh yeah,
that's true. I
That's-
remember that now. Yeah.
all you got to do in the back right corner, throw it
Yeah.
up there,
Yeah.
land it in there, bam.
I forgot about that. We haven't played that for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
love
seen
that
it
nade.
played
The
for a
reason
while.
you haven't played it in a while.
It's my favorite nade.
And how does that transition to second point?
Terribly.
Doesn't.
You see why it's not played as much anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So usually what people do is they choose a composition on first point defense is going to be good enough to deal with most situations on first point to give you a fighting chance on the first fight, but transitions well for the rest of the map.
Yeah.
So even if you do get fucked on first point, you've got a good solid chance to be able to come back on second. And you don't want to give the first 2 points for free and have them snowball and then like 3 minutes remaining.
Mhm.
All right, so let's take a look.
I'm gonna play the good.
I think you should play Diva.
I think I should be honest because I can just run like one of the routines.
We're talking about how good Josh is on Diva.
But before that, we were always playing him on Zarya just because he was good at Zarya.
Are we defending? Yeah.
And, like,
Sorry.
Yeah.
So like, it definitely wasn't the best thing to do to put our our highest SR player on their best hero. That's what we were doing. But for the whole goats thing, when we play normal goats here instead of May goats, we do put him on Diva just because it does make a lot more sense. But this is like actually the first scrim we did that.
I think it shows too because
I
I
100% think it shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine. Like literally, we did this shit in bad in 2016. So, I mean, this is fine for this point in general. Thing is that you've got absolutely nothing for Pharaoh whatsoever. So if they scout this shit out or they swap it out after the first fight, we got nothing at all
Yeah.
to deal with it.
You like a widow? It might just be for scout. They don't even have a widow. I don't even know who called that.
Okay, focus.
Yep. Don't know.
They're going right. I think they have goats. Yeah, they have goats. They have goats.
Make a wall close. Make a wall close. Make a wall close. Grind this. Get him.
I need you here, all the way back here.
Yeah.
Lucia, why are you here?
No idea.
No reason to be here. They have goats. Once they say that they have goats, your need
I
to
need
heal
to be up. Yeah.
no longer exists. You need to be with everyone else. You're actually doing nothing here.
That's
Break his disc.
push him.
Zarya, why you being a pussy here?
Okay. I have this problem. Okay, dude. Like okay.
Hey,
I don't know.
I'm not
It's-
the only one getting shit on, dude.
As well.
Did anyone just hear what he said, or does he sound like a
he's got
robot?
fire or what?
No.
Oh, what face?
Yeah. No, he's
Is it
gone.
just us here, Misu?
What?
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 Misu, can you hear me?
Can hear you. Hello?
Hello?
Thank
Hello?
you, better.
Okay, we're back,
Okay,
boys. We're back,
Jesus.
boys.
Did
Okay.
Discord just shit itself?
Discord just shit itself.
No, it's
Okay.
fine,
The
it's fine.
Discord server that you were on got swapped, so good job.
Okay. So basically, I think that I have this habit from comp, but because like in comp, I play really safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
You
I
think comp?
playing really far back. Yeah. Because I play a lot of comp, but I mean recently, like when I watched this VOD myself, like I saw it, I'm starting to play a bit more aggressiveness.
Let me put it this way. How often do you guys scrim?
3 times a week.
3-4 times a week.
Minimal.
3 times a week. 2 hours. 2 hours of scrim.
Yeah.
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 So 6 hours a week.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, in theory.
All right. And how often do you guys play comp
Together or?
in general?
Oh,
I
it
do
varies
not-
for
Yeah,
each
oh,
individual player.
Yeah.
Me, and Quinn, who is Pink Spicy Eyes, by the way, play a lot of Jane Pugs, like Master Plug.
Me too.
I play a fair
And,
bit
and
of
so,
comp
and
as
so does
well.
Josh.
I play
Uh,
a fair bit of comp. I play like yeah. No,
at
I
the
play-
moment, when
I
I
play
play, when I
cricket.
play, sorry, when I play comp, what I'm doing at the moment is I am playing on a slightly lower account so I can get my thought process sorted out. So I don't play on my main very often.
All right. Anyway, point is that your habits are going to come from how you practice, and your practice is going to be what you do with your fucking time. So if you only scrim 6 hours a week, and you have most of your time and most of your experience overall playing from comp, you're gonna be playing like a pussy too much. Simple as that. You're gonna make sure that you have more time in comp, or have a mentality of to be different when you are in scrims than you are in comp, because all the habits you had in comp, they suck. They're holding you back. Comp is a shit fest, and they promote bad habits. It's not how Overwatch is meant to be played. So make sure that you focus on how you play when you're on a 6v6 scrim, and be able to utilize to put yourself in positions to practice these habits. Make sense?
Mhm.
Yep.
I changed my mindset when I come into a scrim because I know there's people behind me.
Push him, push him. Back off, back off, back off, back off.
So this right here, when they're gone, if there's no one else past, say, the back of this bus, you should already be backing up. Simple as that. And if there isn't, like if there is someone over here, you want to be pushing them hard, aggressively, like an entire ball, a huge ball. We don't want to have someone here and someone here. This is unacceptable. We're gonna make sure everyone is within like one ball. Make sense?
Is that not fine for the Zen to be in backline?
Except for
Just
Zen.
got it.
Except for
Okay.
Zen.
I'm
except
also
for Zen.
there. I'm also there.
Zen, okay.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought it was-
Mayfair.
There's two here.
Oh,
But
okay.
I already kind of retreated because he called call back, go back.
We play for wall around statue area. Statue rifle.
I'm backing up way too much. Ooh.
They're going left, they're going far left, they're going far left.
I can't get this from Ryan.
I still think this call I make in a moment is actually.
Why
correct.
are we going this far back here exactly?
Yeah.
We have the fucking May wall!
Yeah,
Why
they
are we
said
scared?
like
See, I
Just wait
think
until
you'd be a
you see
good
the
four
wall.
for main.
Alright, so here's the thing. You've got this wall, okay? You've got this wall. You've got this wall.
See, I was
You've
thinking
got
about that
three
third
fucking
wall.
chances to deal with
I
it.
was thinking about
Now,
that
this third wall isn't
before.
great. Why is it not great?
Because there's a door to the right of it.
Because of this.
But at the same time, you can
Now you
you
can
should be able to burst them down.
you can
just
burst
go
them down in
fully
time.
into
Let me
the
tell you,
corner.
in practice, people tier 4 teams in general, they're just not going to realize this is a thing, and then they get this little wraparound, and then our supports die because, oh no, wait, I didn't think about this thing here. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But still, if you do the wall here, you need your supports to wrap around this way and this way, as opposed to where they think is normally safe over here. Make sense?
Yeah.
And our supports just to be aware of that situation. But since we've got 3 fucking chances for walls here, it's like literally a fucking death zone, then why are we playing so far back? We play far back here, we now only have like 1.
I think this
Because-
comes down to playing comp because this is normally where every team resets.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Now,
mean,
here's the thing.
I
It is
still
true.
Oh, sorry.
Like, we do, it is a comp thing. I believe that as well. And again, we need to fix that immediately. We're playing fucking May goats. So let's have a fucking plan for when things happen. If they go over here, what are we going to do? If they go over here, what are we going to do? If we go up there, what are we going to do? If they go up here, what are we going to do?
You're gonna see that right now.
It's not
Right
the
now,
right
we're not in
thing to
position
do.
to do what we should be doing.
We just
Yeah,
sit
we
on
should-
point, to be honest.
Wrong.
That's what we do.
But it's not what you
That's
should
That's
do.
we
What should you
did,
do?
Rather.
Well,
Well, we
called
got
this push-
goats. We should roll into them.
What I wanted to do was I wanted to play forward around statue and wall them off as they come out the window, and then get anybody that comes down.
Exactly. That is the correct answer. But someone else is always telling them to be like a pussy and play on point. And because of that, this option here isn't an option.
If you keep going, I actually call this, and they say no.
I said
know
no,
why they
'cause I
said
had
no?
no idea what you wanted to do. I
You know
just
why?
wanted to walk
And do you know
bottom
why
there.
you had no idea what he wanted to do?
Because
We
it
didn't
wasn't
fucking
clear.
talk about what different options when the enemy team
Yeah.
does something are we going to do prior to this scrim.
Okay.
You need to do that and have all these contingencies prior to when you scrim. What scrims are for the practice and execution of plans you've already come up with. Fully fleshed out plans, not we're running get May goats on first, and that's a plan. That's not a plan. That's a base composition. That's like, well, I was going to use a football reference, but everybody here is British and European, so that's not going to work. But if you go, like, if they go there, what are you going to do? If they go here, what are you going to do? To go here, what are you going to do? If they change your composition to X, what are they going to do? If they change your composition to Y, what are you going to do? How are you going to play it? What's it going to be different? You should have all these contingency plans already done. How you're going to rotate, where you're going to hold, where you're going to wall, what you're going to look for. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm half on ground.
going top?
Yeah, they're going top. They're going top. We can play closer.
No. Just play for wall. Play for wall. Play for wall.
It is playing for wall.
They're going.
So now we don't have any wall because if we wall here, they just stay up here and nothing happens.
I think they jump across.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do.
Right disc.
They don't really need to.
Now here, what I wanted to, I was thinking about this fight.
Oh god, look at this. Okay, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay, so we're going over here. They're like, okay, we're over here. They're going up ground. Okay, so they really have no range. You don't have to worry about anything.
So we go
How
into
far away? Why are we so far back here?
Mm.
What are we afraid of?
Oh.
Nothing.
Now watch this. They're gonna try to jump over here,
And
and
they fail.
and you know what? Tier 4 teams are gonna fail at this because they don't practice it and they're bad at it. Simple as that. They don't do this very fucking often, so they're bad at it. And when they do fail, imagine we're hanging around. Let's say about cap here, okay? Taxi cab. We're hanging around here, waiting for what they're gonna do. They're gonna drop down. They're gonna rotate, and basically we're fucking sharks in the fucking water, right? This is the water. This is them like trying to fucking jump across, and we're fucking sharks in here. And they're gonna fucking plunge into the water, a couple of them. And these sharks are just gonna fucking chill and fall asleep because I don't know why. I don't know what their plan is. But imagine if the sharks actually woke the fuck up. Watch this.
Right disc.
Brick dropped already.
Bam! Speed into it. Free kill. Free fight. We win. Now these guys are fucking stuck up here. We can go chase them or rotate them, or they just stay up here and die. Either way, all good for us. Not just that. I believe Zarya. This is too. Zarya Brig. Free kill. Right there. Boom. Kill him. Right there. Free kill. But where are we?
Back here.
Yeah.
What can we do about it now?
Speed forward.
Not really. This is like literally
Too
crossing
late.
China.
Oh, go left.
Either situation, we need to make sure that we are in position to capitalize on this failure because this failure has a high probability.
Scored.
That's solo.
Defense going
I
behind.
go.
Look at this.
Yes.
This.
Yeah.
What do you look for with goats? What do you look for?
Split teams.
Isolated.
Something to punish.
And what do you see here?
A well-split team.
Get the brake, get the brake, get the brake, push the brake, push the brake, push the brake.
Leave on top behind.
Disc, I'm one.
So we push the brig and we go on Zarya. I don't know if anyone caught that.
Yeah.
Zarya is probably the best idea here instead of brig, but we do engage on here, and we don't. What is this?
Who's
Is
that
that
there? That's me.
that a-
Diva. That's Diva.
That's a
Three
Zen.
people.
Also
a
me.
diva?
That's a May.
A diva, a May, and a Zen.
So we're going on this, and then we have this over here. We have a split engagement. Why?
We're not listening to the call.
The
Yeah.
call is brig,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we should be on the brig. Simple as that. And we need to sell out on it. It's really simple. Goats is really simple. You stays a
All
ball,
focused on a target.
and then you focus on a target and you kill it. It's not much different from dive. Only difference is that even supports typically stay together with the team. So we need to actually full commit on it, okay? With Goat, you need to be selling out on the commitment. If you don't sell out on the commitment, what I call that is instead of Goat just being a wuss. Like, and you're a weak Goats. And if
Sorry.
you're weak Goats don't accomplish anything. Go ahead.
My fire alarm was going off, so I didn't get to say this, but what I would have really liked to have seen here when I called out the brig was someone walling off the brig. Like, if you just walled off the brig, she's instantly dead.
Absolutely, you can wall it off there. That'd be fine.
Or walling, or another one that I noticed as well is that the Rhine was high ground, and we could have just walled the Reinhardt off high ground.
Could have done that too. Like
No,
you can wall here, you can wall here, you can even wall like here just by a little bit of time. I don't care. A wall should be in place somewhere to be able to help this completely free fight. Make sure nothing happens behind it. Simple as that. Now, hopefully, we should still win this, but I don't know. We're pretty.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
We win this.
We do win this.
Target.
Right. Sorry, no.
Sorry, no personal. You need to.
All right. So why are we back here?
They
super low.
almost had a tick and we won the fight, so I jumped the point.
To reset.
Okay. A couple things about this. I'm
like
okay
that.
with one person engaging here to a degree, but if we're gonna worry about the point, we can't push this. We can't do both, okay?
Mm.
If we lose one person here, that is more important than the tick, understood? If you lose one person here, it's more important than the tick. I really don't give two shits too much about the tick. If we can save the tick, awesome. But to be honest with you, I don't care if they get a tick. I don't care really if you get 2 ticks. I care about them capping the point. And making sure that we don't split up and make sure that someone doesn't die accidentally is absolutely more important than giving a tick. Now, it doesn't happen, but you put yourself in position for it to happen.
I don't know why I'm on point there. To be honest. I might have had a reason for backing off, but I don't think it was a good one. Okay, they're gonna do grab bomb. I'm not trusting grab.
They're gonna have shutter.
They're doing the same thing.
So you said they are going to have grab bomb, correct?
Yeah, I thought they'd even
Alright.
have bomb.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
You're gonna be, I like the fact we're talking about it at least.
I said he would have.
But we didn't talk about their
Zam.
we didn't talk about their support ult either. Basically, they take 2 fights as GOAT. They probably have everything. That's pretty much the rule, right?
Okay.
So what are we gonna do about it? We use Grav. All right. So what
We
is
also
our?
used
we don't,
May.
we're not talking about what we're gonna do. We have 2 support ults, and if we don't talk about what support ults we're gonna be using, what happens?
They use them at the same time.
Now, if we're worried about the Grav,
I think we actually
you should be
use them
using
at the
a
same
Brig
time.
ult preemptively on this fight to help support with a Grav, right?
Okay.
I don't think that's this script me soon.
We can hold closer, I think.
We can hold.
We do wall that, but the
Like, if
divas.
he was out of position, we could
It's just delayed.
How fucking delayed this shit is. God damn it, it hurt me so badly. Alright, so
This
And
is
look
what
at
I wanted to
Singapore-
put. Look at this is what I was looking at when we were stood there, and I was just there like, this is like a free push.
no, it is so free. If they're going this way, you can wall this off. But even if you don't wall this off, even if you don't wall this, you don't have a fucking May. As they're going down like one side here, one at a time. Quiggle, can you like turn down your mic sensitivity a little bit or get me on headset?
Sorry.
It's okay. I just hear myself and I got a terrible voice.
Do you?
All right, so when they're jumping down one at a time, you guys can engage that like a steamroller at any single point and get a free fight. They're not together. They feel like they can do whatever the hell they want. They're super sloppy with their transitioning, super sloppy, and that's punishable. If any team that's sloppy with transitioning is ripe for punishment, and I feel like you're never in position to punish their mistakes. That make sense?
Should I be more assertive with my position then? Because
Yes!
I'm seeing these things like quite a lot, and then I'm asking, can we play forward? And then I'm getting told
You
no.
should be more
Okay, I'm
assertive
sorry, you're the
over
main
me.
tank, right?
You need to be more assertive over me
Yeah.
because I'm
Okay,
quite wrong
You're the main
most of the
tank.
time.
you don't ask where you can play. The
You
main tank
go.
tells the team where they're playing. Make
Okay.
sense?
Right. Okay.
Your team can tell you, "Hey, I can do this," and then he says, "Okay, we're going to do this." But you tell the team where you're playing, and your team supports you. Do not ask, tell. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, Quinn. Fuck you.
I've been saying, shout at me more. I'm not right.
Yes, I have learned that lesson. Don't listen to Quinn.
Right, they drop. I'm discorded as well.
What is the plan here?
There isn't one?
Just let them run into us, or
To try and
wait
walk
for?
one off.
It
It's
should
always-
be
They're
to-
coming.
It should
here.
be to try and wall one up. But we
You don't really have a lot of. You don't
but we
have
don't
any
a spot
walls from
set
here
up,
forward.
do we?
So because you have no wall set here, what exactly are you doing? Like, what are you giving them all this space for free?
Yeah.
They have all this area. We're basically have our backs to the wall now.
Mm.
Can't let them like you guys give them all the space for free, and we have May, and it doesn't make any sense. You have to make them earn this space, and then punish them if they don't transition or earn that space effectively.
Bubble me, bubble me, bubble me, bubble me.
Also, why is Ryan here and everyone else here?
Why is May over the left?
Bad planning, I guess.
I think
We never-
Rapid wants to ult from behind here. Yeah, he starts ulting. He likes flanking ults, so he can't
Yeah.
get.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Get the right, get the right, get the right, get the right.
He's frozen. He's frozen.
Whenever we have an ult, we have a focus and a kill, okay? So we need to make sure that we have a discord on our target when we ult, and then we focus on that target, okay? I don't care if they have transcendence. You discord a target and you kill it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The
I
Rhine
am
was just
tired
got
of
bubbled
seeing
that fight.
teams seeing enemy transcendences and think, okay, that means we can't kill anybody. Transcendence doesn't make him immortal. Put a discord on someone and power to fuck through it. Understood?
Yeah.
I don't know why I shouted there.
Right,
Thinking
right,
about
right.
it.
I'm shooting, I'm shooting.
Grind this, grind this.
I'm pinned. I'm pinned, I'm dead.
Grind this, get back
Get
to
the right,
the
get the right, get the right. Get the right, they have no protected, they have no protected.
Bro.
Yeah, but I'm not laughing because this is actually pretty bad from my part as well.
This has to be fixed. This is not goats.
No.
This is nopes.
Like not as a team. Like
Josh, shut up!
no, not because of like seeing this back and not saying that like we aren't bad individually, but this is a shame for me, for myself, that I'm playing right there. I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, it's kind of making me feel
it's
sick.
It's disgusting. Like I got from fucking plat to fucking master, grinding my way up, flexing, and this is how I play. Like Jesus.
Well, you have to understand this.
That
What you play in comp is going to promote habits like this. This
Yeah.
is comp. This is comp habits. What you need to do is understand how to play as a team, how to play as a group, understanding how to support your Reinhardt and your Reinhardt to be able to make plays and explain what he needs from his team and expect them to be there and his team to actually back up and be there. If May's going to do something from over here, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with the back ult here. We need to make sure that we stay together, we focus on something, and then we engage as a group. We know that after we trans here, we're going to focus on something. And nothing dies, it's okay. We have a beat coming afterwards. We know that. We can continue with that. We know all this stuff going on.
That's their team.
I know. I'm just pointing at the fact that Lucio's coming up. We already used the beat earlier. Basically,
Yeah, we-
trans, and then we beat it. So we have
Yeah,
two
and
supports
Graph.
coming up. Exactly. So what happens here is we're not necessarily talking about ults. Look at these ult charges. Look at the ults we use.
Mhm.
What have we killed?
Holy shit.
Wait, we used
Nothing.
6 and killed nothing?
Nothing.
Yep.
Yikes.
You know why we killed nothing?
No target focus, and we went.
And we were split.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. If you don't kill something, 9 times out of 10 is because you were split. And this splitness happens even in pro teams. It happens less often on pro teams, but you need to make sure you are always working on hitting the same targets, focusing them, and bull rushing them together as a death ball. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, you can have one person on the flank for the ult. I'm okay with that. You're making sure it doesn't get eaten. But in most other situations, I want to make sure everyone is on that same target. I want to make sure we're utilizing walls mid-fight appropriately. I want to make sure we are freezing people and then killing the frozen target. Because we're next to him. I want to make sure that we don't get split up and get... I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sorry, this pushing.
Zarya. She's feeding. You can win that.
Break next. We need to back actually. We need Lucio. We need to back. Just try and get out with your charge. No,
Poor, poor Rapid, dude. Yeah, I fed her.
If you kill that break that's big. He's one.
No, just back.
I'm gonna get pushed here. That's fine. Just don't contest her.
No, you're fine.
This is good. Do we get close spawns?
Very good.
We don't.
We don't.
We back off and.
Everybody apart from me.
This is the moment that I should have switched.
Yeah, we did.
Don't you think
We kept
pulled
him.
it here and we kept it for like till the end of the map.
Maywall's.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I'm fine with May on second point.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine with it.
The thing
You
is,
got
we
Maze
could
all
do
challenge,
anything
all over
a
with
with
that.
it.
challenge and say that we should keep May second.
Yeah, he
Because
did.
it's good. He was 70. We should have kept.
We just
Okay
didn't
with
do
it.
anything
Or
with
he was
it.
60 rather. I
Yeah.
can't do maths. But he was like 60
What-
on ult. We just
I
didn't
think-
get value out of wall.
Yeah.
But it's
Now we
because
have
of
to
certain-
understand that
certain
we are
scenario.
in a severe ult disadvantage here, okay?
Mm.
It's true.
But the thing is, they don't have two of their big ones, so it's still possibly winnable. So the big ones, we have to realize that they have the Shatter, and they have Diva ult, and we presume they probably have Zen ult.
Mhm.
So because of that situation, we need to be aware of the Shatter, and we need to play aggressive. And where we take this fight is going to matter. If we take the fight, let's say, here, what's the problem?
I won't.
It's a
Yeah, don't worry.
long road for Shatter.
What's a bigger problem if we take
We
the
can't
fight?
actually recontest if we lose.
Thank you. Making sure that we take the fight in a spot where we guarantee we have two fights is super important. Think of second point Numbani. Okay, that's one of the most annoying points to defend in fucking Overwatch. In particular, because you usually have one fight, or undisciplined teams have usually one fight and then they cap second, and they're usually snowballing from first fight to second point with the ults that they won from first fight, and they snowball for second fight. So that's why you see a lot of pro teams just hold ridiculously close after the first point, so that they guarantee a second fight later on. You make now second point King's Row isn't quite as bad as that, but same concept. You have to make sure you take this fight at least around this corner here. Okay.
I think we do. I think we actually take
Yeah.
We
it
tried
the
to take it
corner
at
in front.
bookstore.
Good.
We tried to take it at bookstore corner, I'm pretty sure.
That's fine. But because we're at an ultimate disadvantage, we need to make sure that we take the fight early. We
So we can
let
get
them
out
force out
ults.
ults.
Yeah.
But don't necessarily concede the fight. Still try to be aggressive. Still try to use our cheeky Maywalls. Try to win the fight as is, because it's still possibly winnable. Again, they don't have grab, they don't have beat.
So do we keep the tempo slow basically throughout until they blow ults?
You keep you keep the tempo high, but you keep your fingers off your Q keys unless you see it's winnable. If you see them start investing shit,
That's good.
I don't really
That's
care
good
about
for
this,
you.
but investing here, that is good for us. In particular, Zen ults. Absolutely critical here. We're not having beat on this point, most likely. Okay? So because of that, Zen, it's super important for you not to use your ult on this fight here unless you know it. We know we need it to win the fight.
Mhm.
Okay?
I
So
hope
if
I
we get to the
don't.
point where we are winning the fight because of your Zen ult, I'm okay with that. But if we lose this fight and we use Zen ult, we're fucked on next fight because of this will be online. Make
Yeah,
sense? We have
yeah.
nothing for it.
I'm pretty
Quinn,
sure I
And you have to
don't
be
use
aware of
ults.
this situation.
No.
I'm not saying you have to be aware of this situation beforehand. We're
Yeah.
talking 2 fights ahead here.
I
No,
know
I think
exactly
you
what
could
happens on this fight.
Same.
You used it and you got stuck behind them, I think.
What? Oh, no, yeah, I did. I remember that. I definitely
I'm talking about the other part.
Yeah, there's another part as well, but
Oh god.
you'll see it. It's fine.
They possibly have.
Yeah, it's just purely miscommunication more than anything, in my opinion.
Must have May.
Why is okay? Never mind. Like, why is our May so far back?
The Lucio speed didn't catch up with me until I was like around there.
Lucio May needs to be a part of this group. He's literally our win condition.
Yeah, I know.
We go aggro here, maybe?
Yeah. They use projected. They use projected.
Watch out for the bomb. Watch out for the bomb.
So May goes here. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, it's really simple, really fucking simple here. May bomb goes this way. Who
That's
gives a
Diva.
fuck? Or sorry, yeah, May bomb. You know, the May bomb. The Diva bomb goes this way. We speed into him. We win. That's simple.
That's
Speed
true,
into them. Know they
actually,
have a shatter. They literally have a fucking baby diva here, so they get no diva. Just fucking focus diva. Speed into them. Reinhardt, shatter. Or keep your keep your eyes on their Reinhardt and pull up your shield to block the shatter when necessary. That's all you have to fucking do and you win this fight. Instead, we have to waste our May wall here. And now we get the shatter because we're all looking behind.
Yeah.
This is like some plat level strategies here they're imposing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And we're falling right for it. We
In
need to
my-
know about their ults.
In
We
my
should know that they have
defense,
shatter and our Reinhardt. I understand you're new to Reinhardt, so I'm not gonna say it's too.
no, it's mainly like if I knew the wall was actually there and it was called out, I wouldn't have turned at all.
Even there, you should know that, hey, just push speed onto them, everyone. But at the same time, don't turn and look at this when they know they have shatter. Literally, the only point of this May wall is to get your attention. This is a big, this right here is basically a lady in a red dress trying to distract you, and it's working.
Okay.
No, I was blocking it.
Ryan one.
Run in us, run.
I took charge. I'm dead here.
Oh, okay.
You're invulnerable.
No. But I'm literally behind them.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Positionally.
saying I'm dead here.
I'm one.
If you die, make sure you die on cart, okay?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you took the fight here. And this is something I'm be really looking at. It doesn't matter if you took the fight here, if it pushes over here before the last one of us are dead. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do we get a recontestant? I can't remember.
Yes.
You
yes.
should. You
But we
should.
lose the recontest.
You should
Re-
get a recontest.
We lose the recontest very hard.
But how do
And
we
we invest
contain? How do you get the
rounds.
recontest when we have this coming up and we don't have this or this?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Basically, the only way you can possibly win this recontest is you got two options here. One, they grab, we wall them off. That's kind of the only way we can do that, as long as we don't lose anyone. We go long enough to get our Lucio beat. They'll probably get their Lucio beat, and basically we would have to use that our grav to help cancel their grav, and their May wall to help deal with that as well.
You should try and split them with wall here.
Yeah. We need the value
Can
on
we
that.
recontest?
Let's go forward. What's going on?
We can
have
contest.
Speed fast enough. I have grab.
Because of those late kills and where we were, look how tough this recontest is.
We don't do it.
Literally
They have grab
last
to this fight,
minute.
they have grab to this fight.
No, we do it.
They might have
We
shots
do it.
still.
No, we don't. We die.
I'm gonna get charged out.
Back up. Okay, jump off.
I just do it for the old charge.
In doing that, you fed the Ryan though.
Okay, yeah. No, he killed the Ryan.
Yeah, I killed the Ryan.
Charged the Ryan and killed him.
Grab Blizzard. We can win with that.
He got ult off of the grav.
Let's try and not use beat this fight. What do they have? I don't know why we're. They have shatters. Looking back, I don't know why we're walking over there or anything.
It got 8 in here.
We should have ulted right here.
I should have been up there.
Okay, what is their ult situation?
Reinhardt.
Just
And
Ryan.
beat.
Ryan and beat.
And beat.
And beat. I can't see that.
Okay.
I couldn't see the
So
beat.
if
Sorry.
you know that, we don't want to use both our ults here. So I like the fact that we use the May ult, but we don't need the grav as well.
I'm
Mm.
stunned. Fucking.
Alright.
I have no projected.
Did we just lose your grav because of the stun?
Mm-hmm.
No, he grabbed.
He got grav off.
Yeah.
He grabbed like
Okay.
4 right
So
there.
we grabbed plus May ult, we snow globed.
And I went to go
Yes.
charge the Reinhardt out so that we could actually
All right, let
focus.
me watch this one more time because
I'm confused.
No, so we grav, we mail, but the mail gets eaten,
They're gonna shower bomb.
and then we charge right into it afterwards.
I tried to charge into it and
But
then
he
I get
mails
stunned.
there.
why are we here if we're grabbing?
I have no idea.
Why are we dealing with okay, seriously? Why are we okay? Let's do it one more time here. I'll show you in by picture. Okay. So as we're going here, if we're gonna grab here, we should be speeding into
Beating
them
up.
already.
Yeah.
We need to be on top of them for that grab.
They're gonna shower bomb. Grabbing.
Grind desk.
Instead, we're being distracted by this fucking brig over here.
I'm not
And
even.
are we gonna kill the brig? Is it that's what's going on? But right now we're split. We're looking at this and we're looking at this, and we don't think we kill anything.
No.
I'm stunned. Fucking. They have no projected.
We didn't say kill the brig. We didn't say go on this. We didn't do shit. We took too long to kill something. They got beat, and we used 2 ults and we killed nothing.
Hmm.
Cut it back, cut it back, cut it back.
We're all
I
down.
can't, I'm shattered.
When I call that,
They're all down as well.
You need to
I kind of
beat.
meant that be for sooner. I
You
kinda
need
meant
to
call it
beat
sooner.
in reaction to this situation. Because if we lose this fight, we're done. So you need to understand. Okay, I'll tell you exactly when you need to realize to beat. So
They have
we're doing
They're
this.
gonna shower bomb. They're gonna shower bomb.
I feel like we should have rallied as well.
grind it.
Yeah, like we need to rally preemptively on a fight if we think they're going to grab you, usually, or if you don't think it's going to be necessarily. This should be more than enough to win the fight. We just don't have any fucking follow up, so we didn't really need to rally necessarily here. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you. We should have just been a lot more aggressive here. But as far as a beat, when you react to this situation going all the shitstorm,
Focus right and grab, focus right and grab, focus right and grab.
I'm stunned.
right?
Fucking.
This happens
Here we go.
Cut it back, cut
right
I
now.
should
We need
beat it
to,
here.
right now.
Yeah.
I need to recognize that immediately.
Mm.
it back, cut it back.
Can we just beat?
We're all
I
down.
can't, I'm shattered.
They're all down as
My
well.
voice.
Go,
ugh.
go, 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 go,
You win that, you win that, you win that, you win that. They have no projector. Get the Zarya, Zarya, no personal. Zarya, no personal, Zarya, no personal. Push her.
If I have a call out,
Just keep going, aggro, keep going, aggro. Go for
when you say Zarya, no personal, I literally want everybody on that Zarya,
Mhm.
the killer.
Go forward, go forward. I have chance, I have chance, I have chance.
That's
I-
why.
I
That's
also
why
froze
I
her.
try and
I
call
also
it out
froze her.
every single time.
I got
Nice.
Gooch. I got
Break.
Gooch.
Finish him, finish him.
You guys need to work on literally when you're playing goats. This is a target. Okay, everybody get on him and kill him as quickly as possible. It's not just killing him; it's how quickly can you kill him. That's your goal. Okay,
Mm.
like
Because then we can
nice
move on
boost
to
by the way,
next one.
Lucio. But immediately, as quickly as possible. How much damage can you get on top of him? How quickly can you react to it? How tight of a ball can you have?
Finish him, finish him, finish him. There's a Lucio behind.
You need tight balls.
Right.
There's a Lucio.
Kill the Shrine first, kill the
Fine,
Shrine
Dad.
first.
What, you literally let a Lucio walk through our team? That's why I
I
was
may have
calling him.
missed like many a shot on him, but that's a story for another time.
What are we calling that kill zone?
All right, remember, we don't necessarily need to hold here. We have a May. So
Mhm.
as long as we know that what's going on here, we have a wall here. We have a wall here. We can hold this area if we want to.
See, I didn't want to hold
If
that
we
area
don't
just,
hold,
just because we didn't have our Zarya. She was like in spawn still. I wanted to hold right here where I wanted to hold this corner.
fair enough then. Fair enough. I forgot that Zarya died then. She's right here. Okay,
Yeah.
we could've-
Grab soon, grab soon, grab soon.
What are you trying to do here?
Alright, we talked to Rapid
Okay.
after this scrim.
We
asked
already
him what
talked
he
about
was
this.
doing.
He was trying to get up behind them for another ult.
You thought you could?
Get
Yeah,
up there.
yeah. He thought he could get through the vent with the wall. And I was trying to back up, and I couldn't get there, and he just left the wall
Why don't
up.
you just hide here?
Didn't cross his mind at the time.
Holy shit, man. Okay.
No, we already talked about this because this was really stupid.
They have chance as well. I don't have anything for that. I'm sorry.
Hey, Ryan's one.
I literally
we
got.
all die here, yeah.
I literally
Triple
got.
kill!
I got solo grabbed because I couldn't move backwards.
We get one recontest. We get one.
But it was a solo grab, so it's fine. And we don't even recontest here.
I don't think we recontest
We don't
because
touch.
people are saying, wait for you, me, Lucio. And I'm like, okay.
All right, so Brig, this little
I
great
should've
escape
went
you
to the
just
car.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. And then we should make sure the first one to respawn is going to be going Hammond, so we can actually get to the cart. And then we have stall compositions. Okay, you need a stall before you can do anything. But the Brig running it back here cost us the recontest.
I can't touch.
Ah, rip. Oh, well.
We should have sent.
Don't ever run
I
away.
feel like we should all just go the other door in that case.
Run to
In a
point
lost
to
fight?
stall.
What's the
Yeah.
point to die?
Yeah.
We were already all there.
Unless your name's Lucio. I'll let you run away.
That was still good. That was still good. That was still good.
Yay.
Which friend normal go to? Which friend normal go to?
Who's breathing? Josh.
Josh.
Me? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, dude, sorry.
We kind of got. That's what it was.
Oh, this is where we do a scout. I
All right, so
remember
we
this.
do a scout, and they have a amazingly innovative and unique composition.
They're not there.
Wow.
Oh my god, he's gonna actually cry during this. I've just realized
Yeah,
it was that map.
I don't know why with. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me. Yeah.
We're hold this space, it's fine.
Guys were so.
I
slow.
thought you'd be further forwards, and I was way too far forwards there.
Why is Zen over here?
I thought we were much further forwards than we were. That's my bad.
Okay. Where
I
should
should
you
have
be?
been around
With
statue
me?
a lot more. Oh, also, just not even over there, I guess. 100%.
Get on, man.
I'm getting pushed, I'm getting pushed, I'm getting pushed.
I'm on her.
Go Diva, go Diva, go Diva, go Diva.
Hello? You might-
I'm boot back.
I need heals really bad.
Ryan shield low, Ryan.
This should be focused here. This is
Mhm.
definitely something that can easily die here. We're pretty much fine other than Diva, so I don't give a fuck about that. I want Zarya dead. So let's punish the Zarya.
Hey, shield low. Zarya, no personal. I'm dead.
Get out,
Wait,
get
wait,
out.
we back, speed is.
Stop this fucking... Okay, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this speed out. I don't want to see this retreats, okay? There is no retreat. Make sure you kill things, okay? I hate seeing goats who get down by one, and they think they can fucking run away. You can't. At least not against a decent goats team. They'll speed onto you, kill you anyway. You get no ult charge. They get all the ult charge, and you look like wusses trying to run away. And I use that word a lot because literally goats is all about being aggressive, about being dominant. If you are a hesitant, tepid goat, you're bad and you will lose. Simple as that. Because it's all about momentum. You get no momentum if, okay, we'll go over here, and no, okay, let's go back over here, and we'll go back over here, and no, oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And that's what I see in this attack.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Make a choice, commit to it, and put everything you can into that opportunity that you see, that window you see. Reinhardt, and everyone follows up and supports our Reinhardt. If we make a bad choice, we can learn from it. If we don't make a choice, we don't learn shit. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Speeding out.
Right desk.
I mean, see what I mean?
I'm gonna be trying to be more assertive in future.
100%.
I can't, otherwise everybody dies.
I was shooting her.
Okay, it's fine.
They got trans. They got trans.
Why are we split around boss?
Round statue.
Why?
I was still respawning. I just
Yeah.
All that as well.
He did, that's why I backed up to get.
Or anything. That's it.
Remember, tight ball.
I'm discorded.
Right desk.
Have you got bubble?
Yeah.
Go.
They
We grabbed.
Yeah, Ryan, one.
Ryan still desk.
Ryan one. Dead.
Nice. I like this better.
Ryan,
But why are we backing off here? Why are we... Okay, so...
Why is the trans going backwards?
What
Yeah.
is this?
I think
Trans is
some
going
of us
back
tried
because
to
that's what Zen
collapse
does.
the,
I'm there because I get
It
knocked.
was
I'm there.
finishing.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
as it's finishing, so I was
Zen-
getting away.
Me,
Tried to collapse
me,
on this Zarya that came around our back and then went back into hotel, and some of us
The-
went forwards onto this, onto the rest of the
I-
team.
me,
So Zen-
me and the Zarya got knocked back by the Ryan charge. That's the reason why
Here's the
we're
thing.
back there.
But Zen should be falling back somewhat so that he's not in the middle of this because he's Zenyatta. That's what
Yeah.
Zenyatas do. As his trans going out, it's not Zen's fault at all. What I don't like is this, and we get knocked back. Knockbacks happen. Goats, there's a lot of boops into it. We need to focus on anything, stay as a group, and converge after the boop.
Zarya's in
Hmm.
hotel.
Nice shatter, big shatter. That's what I want to see.
Kill the Diva, kill the Diva, kill the Diva, kill the Diva.
It's what happens after the shatter you're going to be sad
Oh
about.
yeah, this won't be good.
How can you possibly
Oh.
fuck this up?
Okay.
God.
No, no one speak. Just watch.
All right, I don't
You
have to
can
watch.
guess.
I don't
You
have to
can
watch.
guess.
Let me say one thing here, okay? If you do a clean wipe on the enemy team, there is no position to gain. Okay? There are no respawns to stagger.
Mm.
Go on
Yeah,
point
That makes sense.
and cap
Yeah,
it if it's a clean wipe.
I think we realized that afterwards.
If it's a staggered kills and you had bad respawns from them prior that are going to pop up earlier and they're going to be split spawns, then you can push up and engage and kill some of them. But if it is a clean wipe, they're going to be together. And if we have 3 people over here and 3 people over here and 3 people over here, and they respawn at 5 to 6 here, what happens?
You lose the fight.
The funny thing
Lose the fight
is
up
that
front,
we
and then you
we
just
don't
die.
we don't actually lose the fight up front. We managed to kite the point. Just keep
And
playing
then
it, and
lose
you'll
the
see
fight
what
at the point.
happens.
It was a great,
Yeah.
it was a great turn of events, wasn't it?
They got shatter and bomb next fight. They got shatter.
We should have had. If we had a second on point, we would have done it.
Yeah.
We could, I think
Why
we
are we
could back
having
up
one
here.
on point? We should have 2 at least. If not
Yeah,
three.
that's what we were saying. We were
Actually, you should
arguing
have
about
6,
this.
but typically
We've got Grav.
they can recontest this.
Yeah, that's what they do. We're like, oh shit, they don't have enough. Yeah, and they touch.
And then we lost the fight.
No, you lose this. Oh,
We do lose this.
why are you not beating?
I don't know.
Okay, you
We
beat.
did.
That's
We lose
dead.
so much things.
And I still think we lost it here.
We do
Yeah,
lose
we
this
did.
fight, but at least we.
Okay.
actually
Question:
get
why are we not on the stunning him there?
Yeah, I tried.
They have no barrier. They have no barrier. Run, 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 run.
I'm going push hotel. I'm going push hotel.
Okay, reset, reset.
Yep, that's it.
It went real good.
Yeah, then you hear each other flaming. Well, themselves.
No, we.
Yeah.
I watched this like 9 times and it makes me cry.
They have no ults. They have no ults.
All right, you guys know what you did wrong there. Don't let that happen again.
Sure. That's not gonna happen.
That's a mistake we'll learn
Okay,
from.
let's go.
That was.
Sometimes you gotta learn shit the hard way.
Oh, I fucked that shatter so hard, dude.
Happens.
Get the run, get the run, 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 run.
Sorry behind.
I got the diva, I got the diva.
Nice eat.
Run, 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 run.
Thank you.
Hey, now you get this. If the call isn't to engage this, I need you next to our Rhine. I absolutely hate the fact that our Zarya and our Rhine hate each other. It's like they're an old
These are
married
two
couple.
different Zarya,
that
by
one-
the way.
don't
The Zarya
want
in
to
first
be-
round isn't this Zarya right here.
I don't care which Zarya it is.
But yeah.
Zarya,
Yeah.
Reinhardt, and be together the vast majority of the time, like 95%. Okay.
Get the run.
Get the run, get the run.
I killed
the
the
Rhine
I
and-
called the Rhine at the beginning of the fight. He's still not dead.
Yeah.
He was actually 1 health and disked. And like, I feel like we actually should have just walked right into him.
Zarya, Zarya, Zarya,
Like,
Zarya.
I flew into him.
Someone
I flew
should have
into
done
him
that so
eventually.
soon.
Get this diva.
Keep on bringing a point, and everyone else forwards. I don't know, yeah.
Get the run, get the run.
Yeah,
Another
we
example
talked about
of
this as well. We
should've
think we
been
should keep the
this.
diva on point rather than break.
And maybe not even be this far forward. So I guess from what you said,
This is fine to be this far, like to kill these people as they're spawning. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that, absolutely. As far as who should be on point, Diva, Brig, they both work in my opinion. Like you don't necessarily, you shouldn't. This is for respawns. This shouldn't be too bad.
Could we actually do it depending on ult situation? So we've got grab bomb coming up here, and we don't
You
have.
know,
a
you're not going to be holding up here the entire time on this. But yeah, it could be based on
we don't, Misu.
We don't.
Quite back. Quite
Yeah, we
quickly.
Yeah.
We have shatter, we have shatter. Is that Lucio? Ours? Is that Lucio? What the fuck?
I think we use grab bomb next fight.
We use grab bomb? Okay, yeah, we'll save shatter, we'll save shatter.
Okay with it. They're acting like pussies, so we can hold this corner. If they're not threatening it, then we have free space.
We also kite back here once they try and push us, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think-
Just understand that this kite is like trekking through Pakistan. It's really long.
Yeah.
It's like trekking through Pakistan.
Oh no, we don't kite this at all.
I thought I blocked that.
That is not. So if we're looking to
I thought we were
do
kiting that, I don't know.
if they're here, understand the distance from here to here is shorter than the distance from here to here. Plus, they're going to be speeding here if they do engage. So we're going to have a reaction. So they're going to catch us around this area. So it's really important to know that if they do have shatter, they're going to do a shadow or play like this. We make sure to block it, back up, and basically our Reinhardt's always going to be shield jumping backwards here if we're not going to do an engagement here. Okay, but it's super important not to get caught with a shatter.
I'm holding bomb. Oh shit, winnable.
I'm sloppy.
I'm using it.
Remember you got no.
Use it!
We lose this fight.
Do we?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, we
Yes.
We had
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
no target focus.
Say that again.
Oh, wait,
I'm not that full.
How many different targets have you hit in the last 5 seconds?
I said,
Like
I think,
four.
I think I even,
Who knows?
I think I even called focus the Zarya as well.
I think I.
Did you?
No, I don't want to say I dissed the Zarya because I'm probably
Give me up,
wrong,
please, give me
but
up.
I got you.
I might have dissed the Zarya.
They have Grav next fight. They have Grav next fight.
I have Discord on me.
You can eat that. You can eat that.
I'll eat it. I'll try.
You haven't. You don't have any more.
They're gonna
They
grab
have grab next fight. Okay, easy. Just eat it. Fuck. Go on Genji. Fucking deflect it. Why not?
the
They have
corner.
shatter. They have shatter too.
Gotta get his.
I'm
Eat
eating.
I would have eaten it, but this guy was actually really issue.
We can speed in on B.
Wait, like for the timing between the matches.
My positioning
What
here was
Zarya should
dog
be doing?
shit. My position here was dog shit.
Like,
We wanted to go aggro with the
B.
Ryan's one.
I'm dead.
because I thought I could.
Just reset.
Because I was quite sure I could get trance this fight as well.
They've bombed, they-
If we beat it as well.
They still have shatter. They
That's
might-
why I called for that.
They might be really close to Wait, did they use trance?
I'll hold Grav for bomb.
No, I think they probably have trance then.
They have all support ults.
Okay.
We can use shout and try and get something big for. And try and get something big off this.
Okay, let's do
We need to farm bomb this fight. We need to farm
big
bomb.
pressure on Run Shield. Big pressure on Run Shield.
okay.
Give us this. I go to aggro.
Yeah, this is my shit positioning.
I'm on.
I get stuck.
One thing, wait. One thing I'd like to point out, and it might have been my fault for not calling it out, but scroll a bit back towards the street where we've woken up. I'm not here.
Oh.
1, 2,
What?
3, 4, 5.
Because I died last and you already left.
Oh, you didn't call that. Come on. That's like one of the basic
Lucio.
things you have.
Yeah.
Now, yes,
No,
you
but
call
I-
it, but Lucio, it's your job to look and make sure there's no one behind.
Yeah.
us. If there's
Wait,
ever,
I
was the
ever someone
first-
behind us, that's a problem.
Did I
I
call
was the
it?
first person to die as well.
I
So
don't think you called
I
it.
don't
think
Can we,
so.
can we go back a little bit and see if you called it?
And we just didn't listen at all.
You might all be deaf, but I don't remember you calling it.
no.
We can use shout and try and get something big for. And try and get something big off this.
I've got a really bad
Shut
habit.
up.
of
Miss
listening.
you,
Shut
shut
up.
up.
Oh
Fighting
my
over
God.
it.
Trance then.
They have all support ults.
Be nice, kids.
We can use shout and try and get something big for. And try and get something big off this.
Okay, let's do
We need to farm bomb this fight. We need to farm
big
bomb.
pressure on Run Shield. Big pressure on Run Shield.
No,
Yeah, we'll go for no.
no, I didn't.
Give us this.
And then, wait a second. There I returned. There I came around the corner. And then Ryan already died.
You came back as Ryan died. Nice.
That makes sense as to how I died so quick then.
First
Yeah,
you
that-
call that out, and then it won't
That
happen.
was a
Yeah.
slight issue on my half because I was picking him up and then you initiated and
I mean,
Yeah.
if
You
someone spoke
decided
and
to-
said, I'm gonna get rapid,
Jake?
then
yeah.
I wouldn't initiate.
Yeah.
That Reinhardt's right side.
And
Like, be
you
more
decided to,
assertive.
you decided to go with it. Oh, here, look. I blocked it,
Get right.
and then he still got the shadow off.
Grabbing.
That was the shit part.
Kill them.
Charge the Ryan.
You guys are terrible at bomb graphs.
I don't know
Absolutely
how we
terrible
are.
at it.
We
I
keep
didn't
setting up for
actually-
that so much more.
I did not actually have charge there either. Nobody asked me if I had charge. I didn't have it up.
So here's the thing: if you know you're going to bomb grab, literally Reinhardt, your only job is to save charge and then pin the Rhine. Second of all, if you don't have that situation set up, then your job is to pop the bubble so Brig can stun her.
Okay.
One of those two. But if you can't do either, then bomb grab isn't going to work all that great.
We don't even have a break there either.
No,
You're-
because
yeah.
I
No,
died.
no, she literally just died. She got shattered and died.
That's why I said you need to have one of those two as an option. And this is I'm not jumping this time. You even had a single bomb grab combo work for
I
you
don't
yet.
think we've ever had any more work. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
We've had it work once.
All right, so what are you guys gonna work on more often?
Combos.
Bomb grab.
Bomb
and
grab
then
in
stun
particular.
or charge.
And what else?
Lucy.
Shadow.
Target focus.
Yes.
What else?
Luso picking up players.
Positioning as a team.
Grouping.
Grouping.
Group,
yeah.
group.
Grouping.
splitting.
Lucio picking up players and
I
game
wanna-
strats before the
I was gonna
game.
say plans.
So
Yes. And
Don't be
aggressive
pussies.
positioning.
Yeah.
Aggressive positioning.
keep the
Don't give them
mindset
free
if
space.
if they can't stop you, keep rolling.
Mm-hmm. And if we have a target, how hard are we going to hit that target?
Really hard.
That is fucking
Really
dead.
hard.
Really hard.
Really fucking hard, dude.
Exactly. Are we going to boop that target?
No.
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 If we do boop him, which way are we booping him?
Into the
Obvious.
team.
Team.
Yes. I can't tell you how annoying it is. I see, okay, we see this. Okay, we're going on this. All right, let's go in. And some motherfucker boops him to fucking China. And it's like, wait, Lucio, was it you? Brig, was
No.
it you? Diva, was it you somehow?
It could have been. He just remexed, you know. You never know. You never know.
Was it the Reinhardt charging him out the way?
It was actually the right.
It was actually
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It was actually the Ryan charging him.
Why did we beat that? Did we need to beat that?
Did we?
Possibly.
I mean, we have
I wanna
no
say
target
possibly.
focus on the Zen.
Fucking Zen, how? Wait,
I
I'm
was
gonna show you his
calling it.
positioning.
I was
show you
literally
his
calling
positioning.
this entire time.
Like,
I'm gonna show you his positioning, and then I'm gonna tell you this guy. This Zen
Jack,
lives.
Jack.
I got
This
scared
Zen
of
lives.
the timer, dude.
I'm just there like Zen.
You're
I
Oh,
killed him, I
contesting
killed him.
because timer.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't really.
I know, but he should have died.
I'm okay with that. You're doing good here.
Yay!
But Jack.
I got scared because
I'm literally saying Zen.
I'm back in one.
And then you leave him anyway.
No. He dies. He dies.
Died. What the fuck do you want me to do? Go and fucking teabag his corpse?
Yes.
Yes.
They're gonna be actually
What the
We should have called the Lucio behind.
We did.
I did.
Two of
Oh.
us did.
Booped him.
Rapid did, and then someone else did.
I booped
I didn't
him.
know. I
It
didn't
might
know.
have actually been me.
I think. Okay.
Wait. Go back a second. Go back a second.
I'm
We need
pretty
to listen to that.
Okay,
because
I'm
there
pretty
was
sure
definitely a
Misu
call.
called it,
I'm back in one.
and
I'm back in
then
one.
someone else called it louder.
I'm back in one.
There's a Lucio up top.
There's that. No one
Yay!
listened, and then someone else. I'm pretty sure Rapid called it louder.
Yeah.
Never mind. He died early.
Yeah. I said it as well.
Said it louder.
I turn around.
Yeah, they used Grub.
I find him.
You didn't kill him.
I think it was a pretty loud call.
I shot him.
Yeah.
I shot him.
Let me ask you guys something, okay? If we kill their Lucio,
You speed into
They-
him.
what
They
does
don't
that
have
mean about them
disengage.
right now?
I think we actually do
They've
that
got
right
no
now.
retreat, yeah.
They have no.
So what
retreat.
should we do after we cap this?
Speed
Fucking
right
smash
into
it.
it. Leave the
I think
point.
we do, yeah.
Yeah,
we
we did.
smash them hard.
We can
Yeah,
put-
you're gonna see that.
Do it.
I think I stay point actually. Probably not my best idea. Yeah, I stay point. I'm on point here.
I'm on.
Nice, I like it.
Is
Good
that
job.
fine keeping that one on point?
Also, I love how
fine.
mid-fight Rapid you packed our Diva and not me when I was 1 HP.
And then our Lucio right there as well. But wait, Shifty. Right then, should you wanted everyone forward? Like literally everyone who just left the payload.
I would rather have everyone forward, and this is the reason why. When you cap a point, it doesn't do shit for 15
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. Oh wait, is it 15
So-
seconds?
Mhm.
I didn't know.
And if you push them, we need to make sure we engage it, especially our Zenyatta. That's Discord, that's damage. I want
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
Okay, I
I
want that
should
juicy
also.
Zenyatta in that action. And when we do that and take care of it, then you can go back and cap the point.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about this much payload progression. I care about this much ult progression,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
making sure that they understand who's boss.
Yeah, payload doesn't win fights, ults do. So yeah, that makes sense.
I've got to charge up.
Payload progression only matters in one situation, and that's if you turn it from a 2-fight point into a 1-fight point. If it's a 2-fight point where the next fight happens either way, then I don't care where the how far along it is. Makes sense?
Yeah.
I'm pulling back to corner.
Only if like we take this fight. Let's say that we're taking this fight like right here, okay? Like this is where the next fight's going to go because of the payload progression. Then it's worthwhile. But if it's right here, nah, it's still a 2-fight point.
Corner, back to corner, back to corner. Do it.
Break is pushing. Break is
Save
pushing.
no bubbles. Save no bubbles. I didn't get the.
Ryan.
I didn't get the right. I didn't get the
okay,
right
okay.
target. I called it
I
out
think-
afterwards.
I think here we grabbed on the wall high up, and they got lifted up, and we couldn't kill them. Sorry,
That is
and
part
we
of the
couldn't-
reason. True. Yes.
And we couldn't charge
So
them.
don't. So in that situation, yes, but still, just get in position and pin into him.
Okay. I'll
Yeah, oh wait.
I'll show you my
Can
perspective.
you-
I'll show you my perspective of that later. It looks
Can
like
you
I'm going to charge the Rhine.
Can you show it again, by the way? The graph? Because I was really surprised that they did not die. Because I did stun them.
I didn't get.
You
No, I
stunned him
waited-
too
I stunned
late.
too late.
You didn't even stun him.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's-
Oh, you stunned just a second late.
Actually, no. The Zarya's stunned.
Sorry,
Look.
look at the top right.
I didn't get the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zarya.
it's Zarya.
That's unfortunate.
Okay.
It feels bad.
I'm on corner. I'm just
To be honest, it's actually quite hard.
We
when
still
I'm
need
on
more
stuff.
damage in there either way. By the way, like we need to
Mhm.
pop those bubbles.
I moved out of the way here, by the way. And then
Mine was I was looking for the Reinhardt.
Sorry, get the Zarya.
Pog
I
shot,
hate
shut up.
boobs.
I do as well.
You got a beat going into this.
Then I'm not gonna lie, boops make my life so much harder as a Reinhardt.
Well, not bad though. Not bad.
We got it in.
Done.
And I
Yes.
think
You did get it in. Mission accomplished. It wasn't the
Excellent.
prettiest blast off, but it works.
yeah,
So, any questions over anything?
not from me.
no,
No.
just thanks, I suppose.
Yeah, no, that has opened my eyes up towards. I need to tell my team what the fuck I'm doing, and they're doing it too.
Absolutely.
Yes. please do.
Okay. I have a question. Okay. So, as Diva, like, do you have like it's quite a broad question, right? Like, I know because like Mitch is like it's like a really hard ability to like use like the best you can, but like, how can I like manage my matrix better?
What do you mean by manage your matrix better? Get
Like- Like,
to do what?
I feel like my matrix is always low. Like, I don't know.
Oh, okay. You should have your You should make it a point to keep it high up if you're anticipating something particularly important, like eating an ult or something like that. Other than that, what the fuck are you really gonna matrix against goats?
Fire strike!
Yeah, fire strike.
Fire strike, and that's about it. So eat the fire strikes, nom nom. But if your matrix is low because you're trying to get to you're trying to eat a particular ult, that means you're matrixing a lot of shit that you shouldn't be, or that you're trying to predict where the ults are going to happen, and you're taking so fucking long to do anything that your team isn't able to progress anything, isn't able to pressure them, and you just ran out of opportunities into Zarya being super patient. So you have to be aggressive. Try to force the Zarya to ult by throwing some aggression into her, or May or whatever the fuck you're trying to eat, and then matrix them during the entire time during that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you play too passive, then Zarya can just sit on her ass, wait till you waste your matrix, and then ult when she wants.
Okay, so that
Yes.
comes down to me being.
Everyone.
Being aggressive.
But it's kind of stems.
You don't want to play. You have to read how the Zarya is going to play. Okay, some Zaryas are going to be aggressive with the graph, and if that's the case, then they're going to tip their hand by being in front of their Reinhardt or to the side of their Reinhardt, and that does two things. One, it gives an opportunity to completely spank them when they're on the side because they're like really punishable in that situation. Call it out, punish them for that. Or two, and obviously matrix while they're doing that. Or two, they're going to play more defensive, and they're playing more defensive in that situation. Then you have to be the aggressors. Make sense? So learn the tendencies of the Zarya, and then change your playstyle and how you punish them based on that. And that doesn't go for Zarya. The rest, every team has tendencies. Make sure you punish and understand how you can exploit those tendencies. Make sense?
Mm.
Anything else?
Okay. Another question. Okay. So as Zarya, like, I'm pretty sure like I understand my bubbles already like quite well, but like in general, like when should I use my bubble?
Oh, good question. That's a little concerning that Rosario is asking that question, but we want to make sure that we communicate the bubbles with the Reinhardt. We use it when we need to, and not just to get charged, especially closer to a fight. Okay, so between fights, sure, use them to get charged. That's perfectly fine. But when you use a bubble to get charged, you make damn sure you're not going to need it for the next 8 seconds. Understood?
Yes.
The biggest indication of whether a Reinhardt should engage another Reinhardt or not, like hard engage, is whether or not their Zarya fucked up their friendly bubble.
Yeah. Like, I understand that a lot. Like,
It's the thing that me
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Josh track the most.
when you fuck up on your bubble, dude, or you see the enemy fuck up on the bubble, you just kill the Ryan.
Yeah, it literally, as soon as we see it, I'm just like, they wasted projected push.
Getting their bubble gone is as good as getting a Discord on the Reinhardt. But if you get Discord on the Reinhardt and they don't have their bubble used, they can fucking get rid of that shit real easy. So it's super important.
Mm-hmm. But we also need to recognize when they use bubbles because it's really good for grab bomb combo as well.
Yeah. We use grab bomb
We can
combo,
even just
but we
force
don't.
out bubbles. as
We
well.
don't fucking
Like, if you go hard
communicate
into
the
Ryan,
bubbles
they have
at
to use
all.
bubble.
Yeah.
Then they don't have
But
bubble,
no, we
and you
just-
just stun the Ryan, and then you grab bomb. It's the same for like Blade. You wait until they use Blade. Sorry, until they use protected and personal, and then you go with Blade. We should just be doing the same thing like that with our other ults.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions before I ask more questions?
Oh my god.
You crack on, dude. I can't think of any. My old brain.
Okay. So, what do you what do you think is the difference between like the average like high ranked like player and like a pro? Like, what's the main difference?
The avatar players play like a bunch of solo queue retards, and the pros actually play with their team with game knowledge and game sense of thousands of hours of scrim practice.
They've got time.
Okay.
They play like 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
They don't play 16 hours a
No,
day.
it's not 16 hours a day.
They spend most of their time planning stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should too. We did that one planning session that took an hour for.
You can
one
have Shifty
attack.
what they do
That's
because
fine.
it's the coach of routine.
I think it'll be fine if we spend a long time planning things out.
All right, so typically
before we
what
scrim.
happens, this is how pros do it. They scrim typically 6 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. And that some of those scrim hours are also for planning, obviously, VOD reviews and stuff. But when they want to go over a map, typically they spend about an hour per map.
Attack and defense.
Generally, yes. Obviously, you do attack. You don't, and it can be a little bit more. It can be a little bit less, depending on like how new this fucking plan is. But you go over every single fucking point, attack and defense. It could be a little bit more than an hour if necessary. But you make damn sure you know what you're doing on that point, on all contingencies that you can think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, like we tried to do that once, but we just got bored. Oh, okay.
Let me
The rest of
reiterate.
you got bored.
It
I
is
was ready
more-
to keep going and do more.
Scrims without planning are basically worthless. Okay? If you spend 2 hours a day, 2 times a week on planning, and you do 1 or 2 scrims, that is 100% better than doing 3 scrims and no planning.
Got you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to do some plan. Well, I'm actually not here this weekend, so.
Rip.
Okay. Just checking. We're still recording and I'm writing down notes, right? Quingo and.
Yeah, I'm recording. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
Wait, by the way, what time do you need to go, Shifty? I think it would be a good time
20
to
minutes
ask.
ago.
Okay. That's your question. Go on, Josh.
Okay. So, as Zaya, how should I be positioning and how should I be using my self bubble?
You should have a dance between you and your Reinhardt, your dance partners. And when your Reinhardt needs some help, You're going to put that large and in charge Russian body in front of him with a big bubble in front of you, and you're going to take some blow and make sure you save his ass. And then immediately once that shit pops, you're getting that ass behind his shield. Okay, that's all I can do. Get out of here. Make sense?
Yeah.
By the way, the notes that I made, I didn't make all the individual ones for each people. By the way.
Okay. So
That's okay.
yeah. I'll watch it after. Okay.
But it's very
Okay.
situational, and it depends on the situation. But you want to have a dance between the bubble rotation of which one is which as they're being aggressed. Okay.
So like that's how like I should be positioning myself. Just like
If they are looking to go full into your Reinhardt and you get a self bubble, you're gonna make them look like you guys did on this entire block and make them split that deep.
I have a question actually.
yes. Go ahead.
So in the pro pugs that Jane put down, Muma did a very interesting thing on King's Row where he was calling out every time he fire strike. What I've been trying to figure out is why he would do that.
Well, the reason that you would call out for a fire strike is because your shield's down.
I had a feeling that it might be that, but I don't know. I think it was like goats v goats, so I don't know why he would do that.
Well, there's still some spam coming in.
You still have Zarya beam, Zarya right clicks, micro missiles at points.
Like,
They're both very
any-
deadly. You can actually I can fireball with Zarya in one if I hit like enough headshots.
Any little bit of positioning correction you want to do based on the fact that your Reinhardt's doing is important, but he also can mistake any sort of aggressive push from the Reinhardt as maybe he wants to get some space. But if he's just getting a fire strike, you can know that he's going to be backing off
Straight
later on because
afterwards,
of that.
right? Okay.
Exactly. I don't think it's necessary. It's probably just something he's had a habit of, or he probably had a problem with it at some point. And this was the solution to that problem, and he's just kept it since.
He from the comms that he said is he wasn't calling it out, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm going to start calling fire strikes." Because I think someone else was like, "I can't read when you're being aggressive or not."
There you go.
So
That's
that
probably what it was.
might be exactly why. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I've got a question.
Mhm.
So how do you break the bad habits of comp without stop playing comp? Is it?
That's a good question, and it's not an easy answer.
I mean,
you play less comp and you do more scrims is the answer to that.
we could
How,
also.
how do we get higher scrims if we don't have a high enough rank comp?
I think we need to say fuck it to rank because SR means shit. Because
But people look at it and they'll go, "Oh look, okay," or you just private profile.
Yeah,
but then
just
people
fucking-
get shitty with me
Well.
because I have a private profile.
What we could also do
I don't
is
give a fuck if people are shitty with you. Like,
Yeah, well, the reason
not
why
here
I
to-
have to private my profile is because I'm a lot lower than these guys because I don't actually play comp that much. I hate it.
That's fine.
I find it shit. it's
That's
my
fine.
opinion.
I don't play a ton of comp myself. I also think it's shit.
Yeah,
I
I understand
use it-
trying to find scrims. The reason for that is because they don't know you from fucking Joe Schmo. So how are they going to know that you guys are a worthy scrim for them in any respect? You don't have a reputation, and if you don't have a reputation, then they can only go for one fucking thing because everyone's going to say, "Oh yeah, we're really good," or "Oh yeah, we're X rated," or 4.X rated, or whatever. So you make sure that the only thing they have is your SR rating to go on for a large extent.
Mm.
Doesn't even,
Basically, because they don't know you. Simple as that. But in my opinion, get more scrims. Try to get the biggest thing I see is that people don't fucking scrim the same teams. They go into fucking Discord, they spam, we're looking for scrim. And they get
We've
a
got
random
regular
team.
scrim partners.
So if you get regular scrim partners, then problem solved. You don't have to worry about your fucking SR rating because they know you're good at scrim, right?
Mm.
If you can ask, hey, you know what? Do you have any other people that you think that you guys scrim that might be good scrim partners for us? That play at these times. Ask them for some help, and they can vouch for you because they know you're a decent scrim partner because they've actually played you, and they would care more about that than whatever fucking SR rating.
I think we're composing a list, aren't we, Kringle?
Yeah, I do have a short list at the moment.
Any more questions?
Is a option going into comp with 6-stack? Is that an option? No, don't. Stop laughing. Like I'm seriously asking a question because if we're trying to play as a team and not or still play comp, we should practice this stuff in actual comp.
It
if
is
not in
100%
scrim.
better than not scrimming. So yes, it's absolutely an
But at
option.
the same time, if you're
If you get
six
comp,
stacked
then you can scrim, right?
in a comp, why would you not scrim? I guess like
If you
You
can't
can't
find a
always
scrim
find a
partner.
scrim. Can't always find a
like
scrim.
for example, I couldn't find a scrim for the scrim block we wanted to have after this, which thank God we didn't.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of offers, but it's too late now. Yes, half an hour too late. They're gone.
just a little bit.
Okay, Rapid. Just like so you know, like you might not care, but like at least like as you get higher, like when you 6-stack, obviously it's harder to find people, but when you 6-stack, usually you're gonna go like against a team that's not 6-stacked, and then like cause at least now like in GM like everyone knows each other, so
Even
if you 6-stack,
Diamond.
everyone's gonna hate you. Everyone will hate you for 6-stacking.
Even like Diamond as well.
I don't care
don't
if
get
people
6 stacks
hate me.
against
I'm
6
playing
stacks.
this game.
I'll tell you right
because
now that you don't give a fuck if they don't like your opponents. Don't
No.
like the fact you're 6-stacking.
that
If
doesn't
we-
give a shit.
if
Them
we
not
get
caring,
practice.
them not liking how that we're 6-stacking isn't gonna help me improve my Lucio. 6-stacking in comp will help me improve my Lucio. Not them.
Like if they say, "Oh yeah, you're 6-stacking your shit," then you're just saying, "No, we fucking rolled you. Get fucked. Go away."
No,
or you
don't
or
be
you just don't
toxic
say
back. Just
anything.
ignore it.
No, you
Just
you
leave.
don't say it. You don't say it. To
Are we
them.
talking to the enemy team
No, we're not.
in a comp game?
No.
Yes, I'm very toxic.
Oh, Misu.
I'm not toxic, thank you very much. That's
No.
Quinn
Quinn
is most
I am
definitely
toxic.
toxic.
I'm not toxic. The only time I talk up is when there was that one sexist Russian guy who told me that I should be in the kitchen, and I was not having it. And I was not having it. And he ended up leaving the voice chat and then told people to report me because I was bullying. So
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, don't care what the fuck other people say. If you're playing well and if you're practicing, that's it.
Yeah, like I understand, but like at least like I don't want to like 6-stack. If you get really high, I want to go on like a smoke.
But that doesn't matter. If at least we're playing together, that's the thing.
Yeah. Like that's fine, but
Josh,
like
I don't think it'll.
I don't want
like,
people to know
Josh,
that it's-
I don't think it's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's 6-stacked in comp. Oof, I hate him. He's not gonna be on my team. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, boss.
People aren't just like that.
You'd
The
be
people
You're
that
six
you
seconds look
randomly
down on in comp,
play
but,
against
like, I
in
mean,
comp
come
don't
on.
matter.
you'd be surprised.
I don't know.
you
man.
care way too
think
much
I know
about comp. I
people.
don't.
I
Yeah.
think I actually.
Okay,
know people
but-
more than, like,
Okay, do we have any more questions?
Yes. I have more questions.
Oh god.
I need to eat.
Holy shit.
Yo,
Alright, this
I need
is
to
the
eat.
last
Go-
question. Go.
Go and eat. Okay. Like as Diva, like how can I position myself to like help my main tank and still be able to like peel for my backline?
In the middle.
All right, so you have to understand when peeling is going to be necessary as Diva. So if they have nothing that is a flanking, then your peeling isn't going to be necessary. So you should be with your Reinhardt, right?
Mhm.
So you should be aware of what flanker, what opportunities the enemy team has to engage on your back line. If they have none, you play more aggressive with your front line. If they have some, you hedge your bet and you keep track of where those flanker opportunities are, and then you change your positioning based on reading what the enemy is doing. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Cool.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
that was the last question.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you for.
Yes,
Thank you very
for
much.
being
Yeah.
here.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate
Yeah.
it
Okay.
Yeah, he's
My
gay.
pleasure.
because
He's gay.
I really want to improve. So thank you a lot, dude. I know
I'd
that
like
like
to make this a
might have
monthly
been
team,
quite-
you bots.
I know that like
What?
it might have been quite annoying for me to like ask you a lot of questions, but like I really appreciate it.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
same.
kidding me? That's the whole fucking point of this.
Thank you,
Alright.
thank you. You've changed my mindset as the main tank.
One last thing though. Can I get a kiss like before you go?
No.
What the fuck?
That you can ask someone else here for that.
Just to give you a heads up. Just to give you a heads up, he's 14.
Yeah, don't give him a kiss.
That-
All of
that
that's
was not-
illegal. He's not.
Yeah, I don't care about
And he's
that.
black.
You don't care
about
about
that,
that?
wait,
Whoa.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Jasper.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't a factor either way. I gotta go. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
See ya.
Alright. Thanks, Shifty.
Okay.
See you.
Bye.
See ya.
See you.
That was good.
Would you guys like to maybe